That's the point of this, right? I want to stay alive long enough to matter, right, in their lives. I got 4 kids. They need you, man. So this is all worth it. Is it hard? Yeah. You know what? I feel like a freaking champ when I'm done. What's up? Today's back day. That's what we're going to do. Our little home basement back day. If we can get up to 50 subscribers, man, this is what we'll do live. And we can have like a little community. So anyway, help me get there. We'll start doing lives. Get it? Now, pro tip, I use these foam things just so I'm not breaking my concrete. Also, I like to go barefoot, so fling those off. This gives me better feel. As I've gotten older, I have some tendon issues right in here. So in order to get all the way down with my deadlifts, I stretch just a little bit. I don't usually stretch much before I lift, but this part I have to, or I can't get down right. Get a little form check here. Just trying to get everything in line. Make sure I'm breathing right, all that kind of stuff. That's it. I don't know if you can see that over there or not. Getting over being sick, sorry. Anyway, cheap chalk, man. Like $3 on Amazon, you get like 3 of these bricks, maybe 4. Put your hand here, right here. Hit your hand here, and you get the whole outline, and then in here, and the thumb. That's it. I line my shins up with these knurlings. And you watch my hips. You hip hinge. It's like this. So once you're in position, right, you bend down and you Hinge your hip. Your hips hinge. That's what we want. This is form. From here. We'll grab on the outside. I'm a reverse gripper, so it's as tight as this arm will go to this knee. I get over to our pads. See, my shoulders are pinned back, and I'm in the seated position. Legs first, up. We want the bars to travel as straight as possible. Breathe in on the way down, out on the way up. So, see that? That's what we want. And my weights kind of screwed me there because I didn't clamp them. That's my bad. Now we wait 3 to 5 minutes between these big sets, only on our first exercise. That's it. Where do you lost in you? The idea is, as we get into heavier weights, watch this. So I'm gonna push out my gut. It really tightens all this. So now I'm gonna brace. Think of like a soda can when it's empty. If it's full shape still and you try to push down on it, it takes a lot to crush it. If you crimp it just a little bit sideways, right? So if I'm like this, I'm easier to crush, right? So you want to push out. That's how you brace. Line our shins up. Squat down. Stabilize bar. Grip right next to my shin. And my here. Real good grip. Deep breath. And we're gonna go. 1. Notice we're gonna go down slowly. If you go down slowly, you have a lot more strength, a lot faster. Control is more important. Now you'll notice we're in our break here. I go ahead and do my weights, get out of the way, do that first so I'm not tired before I lift. I'm not lifting for anything super crazy anymore. I won't go much higher than this today. I might hit 315. We'll see. I'm just trying to stay in shape. I hit 405 last week. There's really no point to do that every week. Unless you're training for that. That's different. There's times I would have died for you. There's times it didn't matter at all. Notice toes, shins here, toes slightly out, but not a lot. This respiratory infection's killing me. Ain't nothing but a peanut. So this is going to fry your nervous system. That's the point. You're training your nervous system. But you don't want to kill it all the way, all the time. So that's what we do. I'll be back. My music changed. I don't want to dance in the dark. Using a spare phone, so I had some music on there I don't really care for. Whew. So you notice we're going up in weight every time. Doesn't have to be a lot necessarily. It needs to be relative to your own strength if you're trying to improve. But maintenance, you're really only trying to hit 80 to 90% for maintenance, maybe even 70 to 80%. If you're trying to get stronger, your last set, your fifth set, notice we're doing 5/5s, needs to be closer to 90 or 95%. We worked up from 135, this will be 295. Our last set, I guess we'll do 315. I'm just maintaining. I haven't competed in strongman in a long time. 2020, whatever the COVID year was. Qualified for nationals, then COVID canceled everything. I'm already 40, so there ain't no way I'm getting back into that. Too old. Anyway. Whew, need chalk. Alright, we got our next 5, huh? If you're a double overhander, you might need straps unless your grip is ridiculous. I find that if I do this, even when I was doing 615, I've never needed straps to deadlift. Shins lined up. Feet out. Deep breath. Ooh. As for note 10. I don't know, I can't see my camera, so. So, what we've done here, or what we're doing here, known as progressive overload. We build up, trains the nervous system to get stronger, and it also warms up your nervous system as you're going. Helps prevent injury. I've been doing this stuff for 26 years now, and I've never been injured. Not from lifting. It works for me. Trying to share it with everybody else. Hopefully that's still on. Have more even. All right, fifth and final set. Now, Why we wait 3 to 5 minutes between? Seems a little boring. Your muscles have glycogen in them, and that glycogen gets depleted as you lift. And so if you wait 3 to 5 minutes, that's about the minimum amount of time your body needs to replace all that glycogen. So now you can do the next best, strongest lift again right after 3 to 5 minutes later. After this set, we're gonna do some pull-ups or variations. I'll show you if you can't do pull-ups, but we'll only go 30 to 90 seconds on those because they're auxiliary lifts. But more on that after this set. You gotta hype yourself up sometimes. Come on, bitch. Just gotta amp up a little bit sometimes. So we're still going to give ourselves 3 to 5 minutes after that last rep or set. And then before we start our next thing, then we start cranking. Whoo! Trusty water bottle. Drink a lot of water. You'll need it. Especially if you're trying to cut fat. Drinking water is how you flush it out. Comes out through your pee. And you can't pee if you don't drink water. All right. So if you don't know, on the bar is knurlings, just like we use for our shins. There's also a line here for evenness. You can use either, whatever, how your bar's set up, but these are always exactly separated. Use them. You need to have proper grip. If you're too uneven, you'll hurt yourself. Use the bar for what it's used for. We're going to do shrugs. So the idea here, we can do them this way and come straight up. Work the traps, these muscles here. Oh, I'm so tired. But we already worked them quite a bit with our deadlifts. So we don't have to go super heavy here. We can, but I will warn you, when your neck gets as big as mine, 18.5 inches, anything over 16, you start running the risk of sleep apnea. It's a trade-off. But also you get some neck pain, causes headaches. So I learned not to go super heavy. If you go too heavy, you get the headaches. So I do 135, slow and controlled. And that's what we're gonna do. I like to go wide. I don't have to work my back so much because I just work the crap out of it with deadlifts. And then I go a narrow grip. I put my middle finger here because it just works for my shoulders. Then you come out some. I'm here. Back is straight. Lean forward just touch. Up to my ears. Hold. Down. And we're going to do 8 to 12, depending on how I feel. Notice I'm not bending my arms. I'm not trying to use my biceps. My back is pretty tough, so. 10's fine. Ooh, went too far forward. And we wait 30 to 90 seconds and we do it again. Now, contrary to old school belief, where you do 3 sets of 10 or all that shit, I do my 5 sets of 5 for strength because that's what I care about. You could really just stop right there for back day and be done. It works everything you need to work. It's the compound lift. It's the bread and butter. But all this extra stuff we're going to do makes that lift stronger. It's all auxiliary. It's all support lifts. So you're just adding each brick to that foundation that is your deadlift. That's back day. At least that's how I've been. Whew. I ain't got much time, but I need a drink. Chalk as needed. I'm pretty good still. I'll try to do this a little better so that I'm not having to. I usually face that way, so. Learning with the camera. My tripod's not here yet, so you're leaning on a brick. My back is straight. I'm just leaning forward slightly. Second set. We're done. No more weights for us. It's gonna be bands. Well, we'll get to hold on. Now that's out of the way. So I'm going to do some pull-ups. But if you can't do pull-ups, get you a band. Wrap it up as high as you need to. Maybe you can go another one. So, that ain't gonna make it. There. Drop to a knee. Knee on the same side that you're gonna pull. Straighten your back. Just like a pull-up. Switch your grips. Down. Neutral. Pronated. So, you can do any of these. And you do those so you can do all your lifts. Or, if your grip strength sucks, hang as long as you can and do sets of that. I'm gonna do pull-ups though. because I can, and that's where I should be doing it if I can do it. 2 sets supinated, 2 sets pronated, and then neutral if my tendon allows. I do have an injury, not from lifting. I used to work construction, and I got knocked off a ladder by a customer, broke my shoulder, wrist, and hand. And over time, you can kind of see it. I do that. How much bigger this front delt is, because this shoulder is pushed forward from the break. That being said, over time, the compensation for those breaks, I wore out this tendon pretty bad, and sometimes it tears me up. But we'll see. If it happens, I'll show you. It'll twitch, and I'll get stuck like this, and yeah, it's a thing. But if I don't work out, it hurts more. So, yeah. Same thing with deadlifts, by the way. If I don't deadlift, my back kills me. Anyway. Supinated first. Many as I can do, 2 sets. Notice my breathing. In on the way down, out on the way up. That's all I got. See, previous video, it's a short. At 12, without stopping. 6 there. You're gonna wear out doing deadlifts first. Hey, Ow! Smack my thumb. So, if your blood pressure will allow it, you know we're all old, and I have to be careful with this too. Your heart's here, right? Your hands are down here, but your shoulders up here. It's gonna travel up. So, if your arms are tired, if you can do this, and just kind of wiggle. Don't let yourself get dizzy though. So make sure your next time you can grab onto. This will get more blood into your arms a little quicker. But you're gonna need a minute when you stand back up. Avoid orthostatic hypotension. You don't want to pass out. All right, that's better. Whew. So, a little pro tip, if you're, oh, the rest of my bands go. Oh, if you buy bands, you've got this little one, this is like your lightweight, get a set, if you're gonna buy them, this is your medium weight, then you got a heavyweight one, pretty useful. For progression. All right, now we're gonna go to pronated, palms out. This hits different parts of your back. And you're trying to pull your elbows into the small of your back. That's the idea here. Whoa, yeah. Whew. This gets hard. That's the point though. If you're working out in the yard or trying to play with the kids, you're gonna get tired. Because I know I'm gonna be there for my kids. And it makes all of it worth it. Woo! Last 2 sets. Neutral grip. Many as you can do, 2 sets. Yeah. All right, last set. Shit. No. That's it. All right. Oh. Hope this works. Please subscribe. I'm not trying to beg, I'm trying to get to 50 subs because I'm trying to experiment. I've been doing this for 5 years by myself. 6 now. In my basement on this setup, the only thing I've replaced is my bench, which I made a video of. Trying to start a community here. A bunch of us home gym guys, gonna be strong as hell. Ladies too, by the way, this works for you. And we can start a community in our basements, right? We got the internet, why not use it? Anyway, peace out.